Are you ready to make this year's NBA season your most profitable one yet? Here at Playmakers Elite, we managed to turn over 75 units profit last season, which for the $50 punter translate to about 3.8k at an impressive ROI of 17.92%. And this season, we're ready to do it all again. In today's video, we'll break down the strategies you need to know to replicate that success. The NBA is unique because it's a star-driven league. In most sports, no single player can control the outcome of an entire game. But in basketball, one player can make all the difference. Take LeBron for instance. Throughout his career, whether it was with the Cavs, Heat, or Lakers, LeBron has single-handedly carried teams to victory. When betting on the NBA, understanding the influence of superstars can give you a significant edge. One key injury, like Giannis sitting out for the Bucks, can completely shift a game's outcome and betting odds, as we saw in the 2020 playoffs against the Pacers. One of the most effective but risky strategies in NBA betting is injury sniping. Injury sniping involves jumping on unadjusted betting lines immediately after a key player is ruled out. Bookies can take a minute or two to adjust their prices, and in that brief window, there's potential to capitalize on inefficiencies. For example, imagine that a starting center like Joel Embiid suddenly sits out due to an injury. A backup center like Andre Drummond may end up playing significant minutes, and his rebounds or points might surge beyond expectations. Betting on the over for Drummond's rebound total before the odds adjust can be a highly profitable play. But remember, injury sniping isn't for everyday use. Over time, consistently exploiting pricing inefficiencies like this could flag your betting account. Bookmakers pay close attention to sharp bettors who often bet during moments of price movement. It's essential to balance this strategy and not rely on it too heavily. Another non-promo betting strategy that seasoned NBA bettors use is middling. Middling takes advantage of discrepancies in lines offered by different bookmakers. For example, one bookie might have a player's points line at 25.5, while another bookie might have it at 27.5. By betting the over at one bookie and the other under on another, you might create a middle ground where both bets could potentially hit. Let's say you bet over 13.5 points and under 14.5 points. If the player finishes on 14 points, like Cole Anthony did in this game against the Lakers, both bets win and you make a double profit. Even if the middle doesn't hit, you only lose one side of the bet, minimizing your overall risk. During last year's season, bettors who kept an eye on player props often found opportunities to middle on point totals for high-scoring players such as Damian Lillard or Devin Booker. When lines differ across multiple bookies, taking advantage of these discrepancies is a low-risk strategy that can result in significant upside. The key to middling is to look for lines that are close to but not identical. Focus on players who have consistent performance metrics, as these are the ones who are most likely to fall within the middle range. It's a slow and steady strategy, but when done correctly, it can add consistent value to your betting portfolio. At Playmakers Elite, we've made it a priority to help our members exploit bookmaker promotions. But when it comes to NBA betting, it's important to be smart about how you use promos. The goal isn't to chase big multis with massive odds. It's about fulfilling the minimum requirements and maximizing value over time. For instance, many bookies offer same-game multi promos, where you need a minimum of 3 legs at specific odds. In the NBA, instead of trying to hit high-risk legs, we recommend sticking with safer legs that meet the promotion's requirements. You don't need to chase long odds, instead aim for consistency. Over the course of the 2023-24 season, we took advantage of these promos to build steady profits. With an ROI of almost 18%, this strategy worked time and time again. A typical NBA promo might require a 3-leg multi with each leg having odds of at least $1.10. The key is to find safe, low-risk legs that meet the minimum criteria without overextending yourself. Don't go for 10-leg multis or shoot for long shot odds. Consistency is the key to long-term profits. One factor that often goes unnoticed in NBA betting is the impact of back-to-back games, especially when teams are playing on the road. Fatigue is real and it significantly affects a team's performance, particularly when they're traveling. Teams playing back-to-back games on the road tend to struggle more than usual. For example, during last year's season, teams playing back-to-back road games won only 43% of the time. Their overall efficiency drops and individual players often underperform due to exhaustion. If you're betting on teams in back-to-back situations, be mindful of their performance history. In general, it's a good idea to avoid betting on road teams in these scenarios. During a back-to-back stretch last season, the Phoenix Suns played 2 road games in 2 nights. By the second game, their shooting percentage dropped by 8% and they struggled defensively. Sharp punters who are aware of the challenges of back-to-backs took advantage by betting against the Suns in that second game. Building long-term success in NBA betting isn't about chasing big wins. It's about having a system, sticking to it, and being disciplined with your bets. Our system at Playmakers Elite has proven to be profitable over the long haul. Last season, we profited over 75 units, and that's because we don't rely on luck. We rely on math, data, and smart betting strategies. The NBA offers countless opportunities for punters who know where to look. Whether it's injury sniping, middling, or exploiting bookmaker promotions, the key to success is understanding the game and taking advantage of every edge you can find. Now that you understand the importance of bankroll management, it's time to take your punting to the next level. At Playmakers Elite, we provide expert strategies and tips that can help you grow your bankroll, minimize risk, and make smarter plays in the long term. If you're ready to manage your betting like a pro, send us a message or sign up today via our website. Click the link in the description to join the Playmakers Elite community and start building your bankroll the right way.